Hello students, today we have to know about the Quit India movement in the lesson Gandhian era. Yes, Quit India movement, it is a great movement took place in the year 1942 with the leadership of Gandhiji. Quit India movement took place in the year 1942 with the leadership of Gandhiji, and it was one of the greatest movement in the Indian freedom struggle. Okay, in the Indian freedom struggle, and it has this brings to the British mindset to give. There is no other only options for them. They has to provide the freedom for the India. And after this moment only, British government has decided to give a freedom for the Indian movement. So that's why it was Quit India movement was called as the very greatest movement in the freedom struggle. It was the very greatest movement in the freedom struggle. Yes, I told you already, the Quit India movement was started by Gandhiji in the year 1942. In which year? In the year 1942. Why? Because the prospects given by the Cripps Commission were opposed by the Congress. Okay, so British appointed the Cripps Commission. Okay, why the British has appointed the Cripps Commission? Yes, during the third three-round table conference, British government has decided to form the federal government and also the regional government in the states. No, so by that time, they are making. Cripps Commission has appointed to India to suggest some guidelines or to give some suggestion. So what are the suggestions given by the Cripps Commission? The suggestions given by the Cripps Commission is providing dominion states to India. What is mean by dominion status? Actually, dominion status in the sense, yes, the Indian government as ruled by the Indians only, but the overall control still it will be under the control of whom? British. Okay, they are ruling. Okay, who are the elected by the formation of federal government at the center, and also the regional government at the state. Yes, state government has ruled the state, and the central government has ruled by the central, who are elected in the election like that. But the whole control was under the control of the British. Even till today in England it is exist. Okay, is in England there will be the government, there will be the prime minister, chief minister also there, but the whole control was under the control of Queen Elizabeth. No, in the same way it is. So even Cripps Commission also has suggested the same situation to India, and also the forming the constituent assembly. Why? To elect the people. Okay, constituent assembly. So this is okay, everybody agreed for that, but this dominion status is there. No, so that thing, okay, that thing is not agreed by the Congress. And also it has giving one more suggestion, giving freedom for the states to join or free. Okay, if the states, if the kings are interested, they let them to join to the Indian Union, otherwise let them to free. Okay, that option also is given. So if it should be like that, where there is a unity, where there is a united India we can form. So by thinking that, Congress completely opposed the Cripps Commission. Okay, completely opposed the Cripps Commission. Keep that thing in mind. So that's why, but to oppose this Cripps Commission, what the suggestion has given by the Cripps was one of the British viceroy. With his name, the commission has he was the Cripps was the headed the commission. That commission was headed by the Cripps. So that's why that his name only was given for that. Okay, opposed. Okay, but this completely was opposed by the Congress, because it is not very suitable for the Indian. Here also the British are showing their famous policy, that is the divide and rule policy. Yes, finally Gandhiji declared the Quit India movement in the year 1942 and gave one slogan that is British you quit India. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರೇ ನೀವು ಭಾರತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತೊಲಗಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಇಂಡಿಯಾನ, ಫೆಡ್ರಲ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿ, ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಯು ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂಡರಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ರೂಲ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ದಟ್ ಸ್ಲೋಗನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ by the leaders, Congress leaders and the freedom fighters. Okay, which slogan? British you quit India. Quit means hogi, tolagi ilinda. And also Gandhiji gave a call to the Indians, all the Indians want to participate, must and should, and also he gave a call, do or die, ಇಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ gave a call to the Indians, do or die. So many of the leaders was headed or was led by the Quit India movement. Who are those? Gandhiji, Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, great leaders, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, many of the leaders, Jayaprakash Narayan, Subhash Chandra Bose, like that. But among them the Gandhiji, Nehru, Rajendra Prasad and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel were arrested when the freedom struggle become enraged or become more powerful. By that time the British, there is no way for them to control or to suppress the freedom struggle. So that's why they have arrested the main leaders like Gandhiji, Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Babu Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel were arrested. Later this Quit India movement, after the arrest of Gandhiji, later it was led by the Jayaprakash Narayan. Who is that? Jayaprakash Narayan. I think you heard his name also. He was also a great famous leader, I mean freedom fighter. It was led by the Jayaprakash Narayan, and he is called the common people also to support for the Quit India movement. Who are all the peoples are there in India, throughout India, he called all the people to support for the Quit India movement. Even a common people, when Gandhiji has arrested by the British, by that time common people support, they gave support to the Quit India movement. By that time Subhash Chandra Bose put a lot of effort through his army, because his own army is there, that is the Indian National Army. He put a lot of efforts. Who? Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, many socialist parties, which are all the parties are there in India, they has participated, but Muslim League was not participated in this movement. In which movement? In the Quit India movement. Muslim League was not participated because there already the different opinion arised between the Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was the leader of Muslims. I think you know about that. I told you already. And the Gandhiji. So at the time of partition of Bengal and the Khilafat movement, so that's why Muslim League not participated, and they celebrated that Divas as the Vimukti Divas. Okay, when they are not participated to this movement, Quit India movement, and for the non-cooperation movement, that day was celebrated as Vimukti Divas by the Muslim League. So next, this is what the powerful movement and this Quit India movement, this is also led to the failure. So what are the reasons for the failure of the Quit India movement? The reasons, if you look at the reason for the failure of Quit India movement, that is lack of coordination among the people's leaders. Lack of coordination among the leader only, there is a lack of coordination. Okay, lack of coordination among the leaders, and no proper planning. After arrest of Gandhiji, there is no leader to lead the Quit India movement effectively. No proper planning and no support from the political leaders, and also as well as the Muslim League. Okay, no support. Here British already played a game, so between the Muslim and the Hindu, that is divide and rule policy. That's why no support from the many political parties as well as the Muslim League. That's why this Quit India movement got failure. So if it is succeeded, if it is everybody is supported for this quit India movement, may we can get the freedom at the time of 1942 only. Okay, not necessary to wait till to 1947. So yes, after this quit India movement, the many revolts were took place in the other part of India. So good example in that, the farmers and the workers protest. Farmers and workers protest. So many revolt took place by the farmers, workers and the tribal people in India against the British policies or against the British. That is in that, among that one is that farmers and the workers protest. Okay. So many of the farmers of Champaranya, farmers of Champaranya, Kheda, Tebhaga, Malabar. These were farmers. Okay, first Champaranya, Kheda, Tebhaga, Malabar farmers protest against the British and the Zamindaras against the more land tax. Mainly farmers revolt against the British due to the heavy tax. That thing keep in mind. So because they are not affordable to pay the land tax, more tax to the British. That's why they have started the revolt against the Zamindaras as well as the British. Okay, they rebelled under the influence of Congress and the Congress ideologies, what the Congress has given, and also the Marx. I think in France, the Charles Marx has started the revolt in a French Revolution. Okay, so by his influenced by his philosophy and as well as the Congress philosophy, they has started to revolt against the British. Okay, and they has made a one banner to protest against the British, that is called as the Kisana Sabha, Raitara Sabhe. So under this banner, there has the farmers as revolt against the British. In Telangana, farmers protest against the Zamindaras and also the cruel ruling of Razak, because you know already. Okay, Razak was very cruel. Okay, compared to the British, the Razak only cruel. So against the cruel ruling of Razak and also Zamindaras ruling, the Telangana farmers revolt against that. In Maharashtra and Bengal, they revolt against the low wages. In Maharashtra and Bengal, low wages, very low wages, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕೂಲಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಲೋ ವೇಜಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ against that they has protested. And worker struggle started in Calcutta in 1827 by the jute, cotton mill and railway workers. Okay, jute factory workers and also as well as the cotton factory workers and the railway workers started, okay, worker rebellion. Railway workers started the worker rebellion against the British due to the water, because by that time the British has forced to buy their goods, okay, with a heavy price. So that's why they has revolted against that due to industrial revolution. I think you know about that. And they has created the national awareness through the labor unions. The workers made to protest against the British, they made the ವರ್ಕರ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆರ್ ಲೇಬರ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್, ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಸಂಘ ಅಂತ ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಥ್ರೂ ದಟ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ದ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು protest against the British. So this is about the workers and the farmers revolt. And the next we have to know about the tribal people. So tribal revolt in the sense you learned already why the tribal in the sense were the people living in the forest. They are called as Bedas. Okay, why Bedas are revolted against that? In that mainly you know about that the Alagali Bedas. Okay, Alagali Bedas revolt against the British due to the they banned the usage of weapons to protect their hereditary right. Alagali Bedas revolt against the British. I explained you already. Among them, so next other Bedas are Santala Bedas, Santala, Kola, Munda, okay, Kola, along with the Halagali Beda, Santala, Kola and Munda Bedas also started the revolt. So these Santala Bedas and the Kola and the Munda Bedas, they has started the revolt against the British due to the permanent zamindari system, because many of the Bedas, they are becoming landless and they are exploited, okay, by the zamindaras or the money lenders, okay. So when the Santala tribals or Santala Bedas, they are get upset by the torture given by the zamindaras and the money lenders. So by that time, so Santala joined together and killed the many zamindaras, okay, many zamindaras and the money lenders. So finally the frightened zamindaras and the money lenders ran away from their places. So this is the great important revolt, what are important step as taken by the Santalas. You have to add for this allegally also what I told you. Yes, this is about the tribal revolt. Next we have to know about the famous leaders, how they has participated in the freedom struggle. In that, the main thing is Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose. Yes, let us know about that, how Subhash Chandra Bose has participated in the freedom struggle and what was the role of Subhash Chandra Bose in the Indian independence. Subhash Chandra Bose, before joining to the Indian freedom struggle, he has a very prestigious position in an army, okay. He had a very prestigious in the sense very highest position, okay. So he rejected the prestigious position and took part himself in the freedom struggle. In 1934, Netaji, Subhash Chandra Bose, also known as a Netaji established the Congress Socialist Party. This is very important. 1934, Subhash Chandra Bose established the Congress Socialist Party with the help of INC in the sense Indian National Congress. With the help of Indian National Congress, Subhash Chandra Bose established the Congress Socialist Party in the year 1934. So later there will be the difference, owing the difference with the Gandhiji. He quit the Congress Party and formed or established the Forward Bloc, okay. Forward Bloc. He quit the Indian National Congress due to the difference has arisen between the Subhash Chandra Bose and the Gandhiji. So that's why he quit the INC, Indian National Congress, and established the Forward Bloc. Netaji opposed the British war participation, okay. Always he opposed the British. So that's why when he became a very trouble for the British, so that's why the British arrested him, okay. For whom? For the Subhash Chandra Bose. But he was escaped and went to the Germany. He was escaped from the jail and went to the Germany. There he gained the help of, I think you know about the Germany dictator was Hitler. He was a dictator, okay. So there he gained the help of, or he get the help of the Hitler, and later he became the leader of INA. He established this INA was established by Ras Bihari Bose, okay. Who established the Indian National Army? So that was established by the Ras Bihari Bose, okay. So after the death of Ras Bihari Bose, Subhash Chandra Bose became the leader of INA, and he called the one slogan, that is the Delhi Chalo, okay. Delhi Chalo. So in this protest, he called the protest to the people to join in this protest. That protest is called as the Delhi Chalo, and in that protest he gave one slogan, the popular slogan of Subhash Chandra Bose, that is, give me your blood, I will give you independence. Give me your blood, ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಕ್ತವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು, ಸಾಯೋವರೆಗೂ ಹೋರಾಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಲೋಗನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ ಬೋಸ್. ಡೂ ಆರ್ ಡೈ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ. In the same way, give me your blood, I will give you independence was given by the slogan given by the Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay. Next, finally, in the battle between the INA, because Subhash Chandra Bose had framed his own army, that is Indian National Army, the battle between the INA and the British Army. So finally, to escape, he went in the plane crash he died. Subhash Chandra Bose died in the plane crash ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ತಾರೆ at the time of the battle between the INA and the British. So this is about the Subhash Chandra Bose. Tomorrow we have to know about the Nehru and Ambedkar role in the freedom struggle. Thank you.